Hey folks, Jessica here. So we are on the final day of finals for United Fight, and we're going to do NM150. If you haven't been following, in the playlist is also my videos for uh, OTK on EX Plus, for NM90, for NM95, and NM100. So if you're curious about my setups or any of those previous ones, you can go check them out there. Uh, Honestly, 150 doesn't change that much. The boss is a bit tankier. Some of their things hit a little bit harder. The boss is just a little bit stronger, but nothing's drastically different here. So I'm actually going to use the same team I have been using, which is Holly Narmaya, Mahira, and Swimsuit Ilnot. If you want to know more about the team, I talk about this setup extensively in my NM100 video, so just check that out. Still running Swimsuit Silva in the back row for the extra chain burst damage and Keem for bonus to Highlander. This is still the same Druid I've been using this whole time, at least for the last few NMs anyway. Still using these summons, and still using Masquerade on Jita with Bunshas, Two Tango, and Clarity. So let's just jump in the fight and see how it looks. Okay, NM150. I actually made a slight change just now, which you guys will see in a second. And that's, I switched out Dogu to Quillen, because I think this fight might actually be long enough that Quillen makes sense here. So let's see what this looks like. We're still going to start with Uriel. It's going to lower our damage overall, but we're not running Miriam Rosette, and we're not running Main Hand Dark Opus, so we don't really have as much access to Wasteland Crest. So Dogu is going to build pretty slow, and my logic here is that Quillen will get me, well, another round of Assassin from Narmaya's lead, but various other things. I'm also going to activate Mahira's on the shoulder giants here. I had been holding it for max drum beats on everybody, but as thinking about it more, I'm like, there's no reason to do that. In fact, that would lower your damage, because if you don't know, using that skill when she's 5-star and cap will take away all your drum beats when they're max and give you a green pot. But your drum beats actually give you a little bit of extra damage because of Mahira's passive, a Queen of Roosters. So you don't actually want to remove those things. So that's why I'm making that change. Also, while she has on the shoulder giants, she does do bonus nuke damage at the end of turn. So like, there's really no reason to try and trigger that drum beats thing, because it overall will just lower damage. So I'm not gonna try and delay here because I want to save Ilnot's her peace out, until after 50% on the boss, because the boss has a pretty sizable buff that they put on themselves. 4 of them. So you need all those spells in order to clear it. And I want Ilnot to have a double spell there in order to clear it. And also, this thing doesn't do a lot of damage right now, and it just causes the buffs to slightly debuff us, which we have Clarity, we have Hangman, we have various ways to remove it. So not, again, just not really gonna worry about delaying the boss right now. Also, the buffs the boss puts on themselves, significantly stronger in NM100, so 150, so you do want to have an answer for that. And another thing to keep an eye out for is, I'm going to dispel the attack down on Narmaya. Another thing to keep an eye out for is that the trigger on 25%, so the really nasty Poison Charm trigger, is actually 35% on NM150. So don't slip up on that, because if that thing hits you, it's going to be a bad time. So 50% is the first hurdle. That's when the boss busts themselves. Ilnot does have a peace out stack, so that should be ready to go there. And I'm using Mirrorblade Shard's main hand, which does actually have Dispel on it on charge attack, so I think those will be 3 Dispels. We need 4. So I think we'll probably rely on another charge attack from Jita, since Jita's pretty quick to charge attacks. Charge attacks. So that should be our 4 Dispels. So do I want to hold? I guess I would actually hold her charge attack here. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna push the boss into 50%. Should be probably next turn? It might be this turn. And we're gonna hold charge hack on everybody. And then Ilnat will also have a charge hack. They'll not be able to double delay, plus charge hack, and then delay. Sorry, double dispel, then charge hack, which triggers her 1, and dispel again. So 3 dispels from Ilnat, and then Jita will dispel on charge hack as well. And that will completely dispel the boss. Like I said, Ilnat is very well suited to this fight. So there's 50%. There's going to be a Jellyfish Canopy, so that's the thing we want to deal with. So yeah, the boss here puts defense up, which is the one we really want to get rid of because it's a lot of defense up. And then this damage cut is 50% less damage. So those are two we're worried about. The extra damage, the extra bonus, like the water echo and the triple attack, you know, we don't actually care that much about them. There's 2 of them gone. Then on charge attack, we should actually completely wipe the slate of buffs. Because both Ilnat and Jita will dispel here. So there's a Mirror Blade Shard charge attack. There goes 1 buff. And then here comes Ilnat, and she'll trigger Peace Out, which will get rid of the other one. And then we will be clear, safe, good to go. What buffs? I do really recommend you find a way to get rid of those buffs, because if the boss just keeps them, it's really aggravating. So Narmaya's Assassin will cool down next turn, and then you can go ahead and use the Assassin push into the 35% trigger, because remember, it's a 35% trigger, not 25% at 150. Don't mess that up. We're not exactly super close to... We're 6% off, but Narmaya is going to have a double striking Assassin turn, which should be more than enough, actually, to push in the trigger. So there you go, there's the trigger. And, yeah. Go again. There's 35%, 34%, 2%, 32%. And then here's the trigger. Narmaya's gonna sub, so that will completely neutralize any ill effect there, and then we'll be good to go. And the additional benefit is Quillen is now cooled down, so let's just activate our stuff. Actually, you know what I could do? Is I could Roaring Crew here. Do I want a Roaring Crew here? Yeah. If I use Uriel here, change of plan. I know I said I was going to get rid of, I will kill him next turn. There you go. Boss is going to charge attack, but it's not going to be that big a deal. So here we go. Second Roaring Crew. I want to do that because everybody had full charge button. It's bad damage, but again, not the end of the world. Get charmed on Maya, which is pretty aggravating, but I mean... There we go, can clear that shit out. Quillen. Sorry, Chirin. Really gotta get used to saying it that way. Then activate all our juicy stuff again. All the skills. Okay. So this is probably gonna be a 15 turn clear. Let me be optimistic. I think we could do a 15 turn clear. Yeah, that sounds like a thing that might happen. Hey yo! I believe in the 15 turn clear. Can we do it? It's gonna be a little tight, I think. Probably have to rely a bit on counters. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 3%, 3%, 1%. No counter? So close. 16 turns. So that's NM150. Now, some of that stuff isn't going to be on the same timing, so doing this fast might be a little bit tricky, but we'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. And we get, I think, 4 million honors for that. So, you know, it was 13 turns before, 16 turns, so 3 more turns for an extra, like, 1.5 million honor. Seems worth it. Anyways, the next run. Okay, one more time for speed, and I'm not gonna lie, this might be slightly scuffed, because there's a few things I have to adjust for on the fly. But we'll see. First things first, summon Uriel. Then Roaring Crew, Fluorescent. Clarity Away the Shorted, Bait Step, 2 to Tango. Party of Beauty. Spirit Drums. Finding Flight. Feather Nest. On the Shoulder Giants. My hero has such weird skill names. We have to just read some things as we go. This isn't completely on repeat yet. Attack Refresh. Go ahead and Titan for damage. Apex of Nothingness, Mind at Peace. I'm not going to hold those because in theory I could hold Attack Refresh, Apex of Nothingness for 100% charge bar, but the timing actually doesn't work quite right if I do that, because I need her Assassin, Attack Refresh, to line up with the 35% trigger. So if I wait a turn, it's actually going to screw everything up. Summon Hangman to clear the attack debuff on Narmaya. Attack Refresh. Boss is at 66, so we'll Attack Refresh. Remember, 50% is when the boss applies this buff, so we want to be ready for that. So we're going to start holding charge attacks here. We got Lockout to give us a second to think. Boss will use their charge attack here. Attack Refresh. Nothing too terrible came out of that. I do kind of want to top everybody off a little bit. Here, how about? Now we're just building for 50%. Attack Refresh. This would be like 52%, I think. Yep, 52%. So let's get our boss back up. Spear Drums. Feather Nest. Bait Step. Attack Refresh. Boss is going to have 4 buffs on them that we need to clear. So Ilnat's going to clear 2 right now. We'll peace out. And then on the charge attack, Jito will clear out 1. Then on the next charge attack, Ilnat will clear out the last one. So there's 1 buff left, which is defense debuff. Defense buff, rather. It's Nothingness attack. And now all the buffs should be cleared. Boss is completely clear our debuff, so now the next trigger we need to worry about is 35%. So summon Titan for damage. I think it's going to take 2 turns to get there. Attack Refresh. Okay, Narmaya's Assassin cooldown, so we'll just use it right now. Mind at Peace. Long Chasse. Cooldown next turn. Attack Refresh. That'll push in a 35% trigger. Narmaya will sub it. Nice. What we like to see, 31%. Cast our things. This turn, instead of using Quillen, I'm actually going to go ahead and summon Uriel so I can reactivate Roaring Crew. And then Clarity away the Shorted, and then Attack Refresh. Now Quillen's going to be cooled down. So we're going to use Quillen. I'm also going to pop to top everybody off. Now Narmaya can use her Assassin again. They can get 2 to Tango up again. Here can nuke. Use them here as buff as well. And then Attack Refresh. And then Attack Refresh. How close are you? 6%. Nuke. Attack Refresh. Clear. Safe. Done. Goal. I didn't count how many turns that was, but that was pretty clean. Let's see. I'm guessing 4 minutes 20 seconds. I'm guessing around 4:20. Blaze it. Let's see. 4:20? Do we have a 4:20? 4:10. 4:10. Not bad. That's only 40 seconds longer than our NM100 clear for a 16-turn clear. So 40 extra seconds to gain 1.5 million honor. I will take it. I will take it. Alright, that's been Unite Fight, the whole thing. This is probably gonna be the last video for the Earth Unite Fight for 2021 anyways. Uh, yeah, because I just gotta spend the rest of my meat. I don't know if I'm gonna spend all of it. That's a lot of clears. Then again, I still need to get like 4 more draw boxes to 40 box. Though I think you can keep getting quartz up to 45 boxes, so maybe 9 more box clears. Gonna take a little bit. I'll try and spend the meat. I don't want it to go to waste. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing the rest of the evening. Hopefully you guys have been having a good time this U9 fight. I have found this one way more chill than the water one, the last one. And partly, I imagine that's because my Earth grid's a lot better than my water grid. My Earth grid's basically the meta primal grid at the moment. Though, I say that, at the time, my water grid was pretty close to being the meta water grid too. I don't know, I mean, let's just say it like it is. Earth's a stronger element than water at the moment, so maybe that's why this one's feels a bit chiller. Earth also, like, Earth's just pretty strong in general at the moment, so yeah, I don't know. I found this one less annoying than the water one for sure. The next one is wind, I think. We've gone through a cycle of, I think, 5 elements. So the only one that hasn't been done, the only one that we haven't done in this cycle, I think, is wind. So it should, in theory, be wind next. And that'll be interesting, because the last Wind Unite fight, if I remember correctly, was before Primal summons got their 5-star uncap. So it was actually really hard back then to justify running Primal Wind over Magna Wind. Well, assuming you had both options. But now, I would expect Primal Wind to be a decent chunk better than Magna Wind, which might be a controversial statement. But here's my reasoning. On the one hand, Wind did get all the Primal summons got their 5-star uncap, so they're like 10% stronger than they were. But Evanescence and Grand Armaya came out, and Evanescence really helps bolster the Primal Wind grid, and Grand Armaya is quite a strong character. But you run Grand Armaya and Magna as well. It's mostly Evanescence. But the big thing is, I fully expect that another 6-dragon Advent summon, so like Vilnius and Galleon, will come out between now and the Wind Unite fight. I'd be shocked if it didn't. And those summons give, I believe it's a 20% boost to primal weapon skills as a sub summon, which is a very, very, very powerful sub boost. And obviously, that's specifically primal skills. And I'm just going to say it, I would be extremely surprised. I would almost say that there's no chance that Magna's going to get a sub summon like that. So I think further still, that's going to boost Primal if you have that summon. That's the next step. But a sub-tick should come out between now and the next Giant fight too. So like that's an option. It's all coming together in my head. So I'm expecting like Primal Wind to be pretty strong. So yeah, excited. Does mean I have to finally 5-star Siete. Yes, I still have not 5-star Siete. I have all the stuff to do it. I just need to get around to doing it. So I will do it by the time the Wind Unite fight comes around. But yeah, looking forward to that. Anyways, if you've liked this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how your Unite fight has gone. Has it gone as smoothly as mine? Has it not? Has this been a tough one for you? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!